Saw 6 has William Easton put into tests because his insurance company is corrupt. So the positives on this film are, I like the opening trap of the two people giving flesh to win. It's a cool way to open up the movie. You think the bigger guy is going to win because he has more flesh, but the woman makes the decision to cut off a part of her arm, and that just wins it. That just makes her win the game. So, very cool way to start the movie. I really like William Easton's game, the main game of the movie, with an insurance company. I like how Saw adds in the insurance company wanting money, and they basically choose who lives and who dies. So that was cool. It feels like this movie also sets up every character in the beginning before they actually get into the trap plot, giving everyone a cameo so that once we get into the Saw game, we know everyone, like the janitor, the researchers, we know their jobs in the company. We know the people, we know their jobs in the company, so we know what's going on when we get into the actual game. The traps of the movie are very cool. I like the hold your breath test. It's tense without actually being too gory. Like, every time William or Hank, I think the janitor's name is, takes in a breath, it's like, oh my god. Now those things are really closing in on them. So it's very tense without being too gory. I like the noose trap with the old woman and the young man. And the shotgun carousel is terrifying. And I also do like the acid lever trap. That one's pretty cool. And speaking of that one, I also like the kill of William Easton with the acid trap. Just being melted by the hydrofluoric acid. Just completely gross, gory, disgusting. It's one of my favorite kills of the entire Saw franchise. That is it for positives. On to the mixed. I feel like there's not a lot of John Kramer in the movie, but there's enough of him in the flashbacks. You get enough John Kramer in the flashbacks, but I certainly would have wanted live John Kramer. I know he's dead. I know he died in Saw 3, but it's like I feel like Saw 4 and 5 somehow made it better to show John Kramer, although I think Saw 5 just did show flashbacks of John Kramer. So in Saw 5, it seemed like it worked. In Saw 6, it seems like it doesn't. So I'm glad we get to see him in the movie, but for some reason it doesn't really work for me. I'm not really sure, but that's it for mixed. On to the negatives. I was wondering why in the flashbacks John is bald. When in Saw 3, he was on his deathbed, he was about to die, but he still had some hair, so it's inconsistent with the last movie he was alive in Saw 3. Especially when they show a flashback to Saw 3 with him having hair. I believe when Hoffman and Amanda are setting up the rack with Timothy Young. I think John Kramer had hair in that flashback. So, kind of inconsistent. Another negative is I don't like it that they did the "it's not my game" twist again, like Saw 3. It's kind of a weak twist. It's kind of a weak twist that it was Tara's game. and it's just unoriginal. Even in Saw 3, because in Saw 3, if you don't remember, it turns out it wasn't Jeff's test, it was Amanda's test all along. Even that, I think that twist was in the mixed for me. I didn't fully like it. It was interesting, but one of the weaker twists. In this one, this is just a flat out negative. So I mean, like, since they do it again, like, since they're doing a twist that I don't like again, now it's just in the negative. But that's it for negatives. In the end, I do actually like this one. Out of Saw 3 to Saw 3D, I'll probably watch this one the most. The motive of putting William Easton and his company through these tests are good. The traps are pretty cool. Some bloody kills in here too, so I do recommend Saw 6. Thanks for watching.